Greetings, it's Ros Loxton here, today talking about transformation. Such a big subject, such a really valid subject, because today I wanted to talk about personal transformation. You as an individual, how transformation works, what's actually happening. Some of us choose transformation. Some of us feel a sense of desire toward transformation, where we want to become somebody different or have different goals or different powers, different experiences, and we go about the ways to create that transformation. Transformation in itself, from my perspective, and for this, in the spirit of what I'm speaking about today, is made up of something needs to change, and we work in seasons and cycles. And if you look at Mother Nature, the seasons and cycles are constantly transforming according to the seasons and the cycles. No matter how much I want my petunias to stay flourishing and beautiful and transmitting at their best all year, they just don't, And so transformation consists of seasonal change. It consists of things falling away and becoming obsolete, out of date, and dying, and then rebirth, the emergence of the new you, or the new situation, or the new transformation in you. Death, seasonal change, things that we're attached to becoming obsolete and out of date, and seasonally falling away and dying, and the way that we sit in the silence of that, the way that we respond to the natural ebb and flow and the natural falling away of parts of life, and the way that they shift and move and become out of date and obsolete, and how we cling to something even though it may be obsolete. And that might be our own self-identity, what we want from a business, what we want from a marriage or a relationship. Transformation is letting go of what has become obsolete, and we will guide and rally and intend our transformation, or we will thrash against it and resist the transformation. But there's something sort of cosmically at play with transformation in our individual lives, and when the time is the time and we resist it, it's like the cosmic part of the transformation keeps moving and keeps going, and it's going to go through its seasonal cycle. It's going to make certain concepts and things in our life become obsolete and no longer valid or true, or in alignment with what's true for your story and for your purpose. So as your purpose is trying to shore itself up and stay in alignment with your human, that can mean transformation. It can mean some relationships aren't valid anymore, or either some relationships aren't valid anymore because seasonally what did make them valid in the past has changed and shifted, and those core kind of indicators to say this is valid and this relationship is in alignment with our purpose, some of those indicators have gone, they've fallen away and changed, and we've got to catch up and keep up. So there are things within us that, like emotions especially, that will be forming our habit system, that will hold us in be trying to hold us in a state that is in resistance to the cosmic sort of soul level transformation that's happening. And then we can feel this confusion within us, and we go into paralyzed will and procrastination, and that becomes suffering. So I would like to invite people to understand there are cycles, that there are bigger sort of cosmic patterns and movement and cycles at play, and that you are not void of being touched by those. So when you feel shift and change within yourself, it's time to be still, and it's time to connect in with your deep heart and soul to feel what's valid for you now. What is the new validity? What is the new alignment to your truth? And how do you honor that? And so that's the journey you go on. How do I honor that, even when it seems hard and scary? So we might then start digging into our old conditioned dogma around how things need to go. You know, for example, if you're going to change the shape of a relationship, you know, our past dogma might say to us that getting a divorce means that we have to have a bitter, drawn out fight. And that is not reality. That's an old dogma, you know. So I encourage people to feel that transformation is happening, to honor that there is a part of your deeper heart and soul that is needing to be realigned and to be re-valid, you know, just to tap into stories and goals and identity that are in alignment with what is emerging once the parts of you die off and fall away. Whether you did that with peace and with assistance and with grace, or whether you did that thrashing with suffering and resistance, you know, things have fallen away, things have died, and you're re-emerging. Now, I encourage you to be magic in that re-emergence, and instead of fearing and getting pulled into old dogmatic stories about how that change has to look and how that change and transformation has to go, that you decide who you want to be, how you want to show up, and make it good. Pick good stuff, you know. Be the king of your kingdom, be the queen of your kingdom, and tap into grace and tap into love and tap into wisdom and tap into ideas and visions of the transformed new season, new truth. Tap into that at its best incarnation. Really be a part of the creator in, as this evolution's happening, as this transformation is happening, that you get deliberate in there. You get in there and go, okay, well, if I'm going to change, if I'm going to close down my business or reopen a new business or close down my marriage or reshape my marriage, that I want to do it with excitement and with love and with I guess faith and hope that change and a reshape and a transformation doesn't have to be horrible and hard and depleting and disempowering. That you be the creator energy. You hold the vibrational intentional energy that says, all right, if transformation is happening, this is what I'm calling in. This is the vision of the new transformed business or me or relationship or marriage. This is what it can look like if we think about win-win. We think about what's best for me and what's best for that other person, and how can we support each other through this change? How can we help the other person in this transformation? If it is a marriage or a relationship, how can we help them to let go of the parts that are dying and grieve those parts that are dying, and also have an optimism and a hope for the new situation that is evolving in the seasonal kind of cosmic flow of how life just keeps on changing and evolving. So things have to fall away, things have to die, and then new things reemerge. Just like the butterfly, transformation. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation. and they go through this process, and we are going through a process when we're transforming as well. Now, sometimes we need help with that. Sometimes we need help detaching from some of our old attachments, and we need help to process some of the emotions that are moving through us, and we need help to get out of our old ways of conditioned, visualization, to help us raise our water level, raise our consciousness around how good are we willing to let this change be? How good are we willing to let the next phase of what is going to be, how good are we willing to let that get? How much peace and happiness and joy and excitement and love and connection can we have in our new business or our new identity or our new marriage, or the reshaping of a business or a reshaping of a marriage? How good are we willing to let things be and really tap into creating the best incarnation of what is transforming for you right now? And if anybody needs support with their transformation, that's my jive. That's how I roll. That's kind of my purpose work. So reach out if you'd like support. Until then, enjoy your transformation. See you soon.